Hi guys, I am here to discuss with you about how to navigate using the stars. So first is what is stars? Stars is a fixed luminous point in the night sky, which is large, remote, incandescent body like the sun. So ang stars is makita mo dyan nato every night lang, di ba? And sa day, of course, sun, and sa night, stars. And let's go back to the topic, which is how to navigate using the stars. Um, how to navigate using the stars. There is one star in the night sky that does not appear to move. It is called Polaris. So this is Polaris, or the North Star. The easiest method for finding the North Star is by finding the PLO. So, a group of 7 stars. It is also known as Big Dipper to the Americans and the Saucepan to many others. Next, find the pointer stars. These are the 2 stars that a liquid would run off if you tip up your saucepan. The North Star will always be 5 times the distance between these 2 pointers in the direction that they point, up away from the saucepan. The true North Star lies directly under this star. So I'm gonna show you this pic. The PLO rotates anti-clockwise about the North Star, so it will sometimes appear on its sides or even upside down. However, its relationship with the North Star never changes, and it will always dependable point the way to it. The reason the North Star is so important for natural navigation is that it sits directly over the North Pole. Something that people often forget is that whenever you are trying to find the true north, you are actually trying to find the direction of the North Pole from wherever you are. And
Hello. This is one of the way on how to navigate using the stars. First, determine your latitude. Mariners in northern hemisphere can measure their latitude or position north or south of the equator. Based on the height of the North Star in the sky, the angle of the North Star above the horizon will be the same as your boat latitude. Seafarers can measure latitude most accurately using tools like a sextant or quadrant, but latitude can also estimate using only your hand. Extend your arm and make fist. Measure the distance between the horizon and north by placing your fist over the other. Each outstretched fist measure on about 10 degrees latitude. The same method can be applied in southern hemisphere using the south celestial pole. First, find the south celestial pole using the southern cross and Centaurus, and then measure the distance from the south celestial pole to the horizon with your fist. While this method will give only an estimate of latitude, it can prove valuable when navigating by stars without any tools or chart. Hello. This is one of the way on how to navigate using the stars. Second, find east and west. Once you have located due north in the northern hemisphere or due south in the southern hemisphere, finding east and west is simple. Stand facing directly north or south, and stretch your arm out straight to each side. When facing north, your left arm points west, and your right arm points east. When facing south, your right arm points west, and your left arm points east. When traveling close to the equator, Orion also helps mariners to find east and west. Orion rises in the east and sets in the west. With rightmost star on Orion belt rising and setting within 1 degree of true east and true west every day. This star, called Mintaka, rises and sets first of the three stars on Orion belt. To use this method of identifying east and west, marine navigators must pay close attention to the movement of this constellation.
In early navigation, stars were used to locate the position and direction, especially in unfamiliar water. One example of star were used by navigation is the Polaris, or the North Star. To locate for Northern Star, we can use the asterism or Big Dipper, the recognizable pattern of stars in the sky, which is the constellation Ursa Major, the Great Bear. The two outer stars in the bow of the Big Dipper is always pointing to the Polaris. Hundreds of years ago, early navigators traversed the open ocean using only their eyes and the stars. These first seafarers tracked the movement of the stars across the night sky and knew the position of constellations during every season. Their extensive knowledge of celestial bodies allowed mariners to cross large spans of open water with confidence. However, as civilization advanced, new navigational tools and equipment replaced celestial navigation. Modern seafarers can navigate with great accuracy using Global Positioning System or GPS, radar, and other technologies. Thank you.
Was to be able to navigate using the stars. With this ability, sailors and explorers were able to venture through their lands and even to discover new ones. Ancient travelers and modern sailors and pilots alike would use the stars to voyage through their lands and to discover new ones. Using a moving star as a reference point is problematic, especially for long journeys, so you can't just pick any stars in the sky and follow in its direction. The stars used for navigation vary depending on which hemisphere you're in, north or south, as the stars in the northern hemisphere can't be seen from the southern hemisphere and the other way around. So, how did they do it? How do you navigate using the stars? First, know your constellations. Celestial navigation relies heavily on the position and movement of the constellation. Constellations are groupings of stars that create recognizable patterns in the sky. Also known as the Little Bear, Ursa Minor contains a grouping of stars called the Little Dipper. It's also essential for celestial navigation because the North Star is the last star on the Little Dipper's handle. If you're having trouble spotting the North Star, you can look for Ursa Major, which is much easier to spot. Ursa Major, also known as the Great Bear, it is a large constellation in the northern hemisphere that resembles a bear. It's best known for containing a group of 7 bright stars called Big Dipper. It's easy to spot in the northern sky and can be used to locate the North Star. There's one more easy trick no matter where you are on Earth. Take 2 sticks and plant them on the ground, roughly a yard or a meter apart. Then pick a star in the sky and adjust yourself so that the stakes align and line up with the star. It helps to pick a bright star that's easy to keep track of. Then all you need to do is wait for the star to move out of alignment with the 2 sticks depending on which way it moves. You all know 1 or 2 details about the way you face. If star rose, you are facing east. If it sank, you're facing west. If it moved to the left, you're facing north. And if it went to the right, you're facing south. If it rose diagonally to the left, then you're facing north to west, and etc. etc.